Hello and welcome, I'm Mark. It's time for another episode of the Record Breaker campaign, episode number 6. This will be the last episode before we revoke the privileges. Therefore, last episode before the fun, at least for me, ends. One thing that I forgot to talk about in the previous episode, when I declared war on Bavaria, was that I was declaring war before piecing out of the previous war, of the ongoing war, because we both had something in common. I'm talking about Mainz. Mainz was our ally. Since Mainz was already allied in a war with Austria, they couldn't be allied in a war and at the same time be enemies. So they could not accept the defensive call to arms from Bavaria, at least not while we were at war. The moment we pieced out of the war that we were allied with Mainz, Bavaria instantly called them to arms and they decided to commit suicide. Joined the war against Austria. But that's what's going on here. We are also at war with Mainz because in 1.8 Paradox got rid of the modifier preventing countries to join wars after 60 days have passed. Mainz decided to join the war and was quickly defeated. I'm going to guarantee them, because now they still have lots of provinces that I want to demand, and they are probably going to be attacked because they are weak. Since they are weak, I decided to guarantee them because I want those provinces. So with this change, especially for countries that are on the defensive, it's easy to form alliances and call other countries into the war, even years after that the war has started. I think there's a penalty if you are losing the war badly, but I think it can be done. On the offensive side, however, you won't be able to ally people and call more people into that war, because you'll have at least a minus 1000 modifier saying that you are at war. So this only goes one way. If you are the defender, if you are the attacker, you won't be able to make alliances and call people into your ongoing war. Okay, I think that's when I'm going to guarantee him. Yeah, and it was a great timing because they were instantly attacked by Brunswick, Brandenburg, and Dianza. So I have to accept it. Look at AI dogpiling on them. Now Cologne, Oldenburg, Saxony. So yeah. But that my war with Bavaria was the last one, but suddenly I'm at war with half the HRE. Not a big deal. Need to consolidate the army and take them out one at a time. Join the army together. Wanna hire the guy with the discipline because this battle was close, it seems. We have a pretty big morale advantage. I'm going for the kill. Try to stack wipe them. There you go. Have to do the same thing to Cologne. Hire some more mercs and some more cavalry. Truth is that by ditching our alliance, joining the By joining with the Bavaria, they ended up giving me a small headache. But whatever. The goal here is just to sign a white piece. But I cannot sign a white piece. I have to wait for mains to do it. Because they remain the war leader. Kind of silly from the AI attacking mains like this. Because I was guaranteeing them and I was much stronger. So I don't know. There's an error there. Anyway, I rebuilt the army with tons of cav and mercenaries. So they don't stand a chance. Here we go. And say goodnight. Not yet, but I'm going to pursue. Boom. Over here I was thinking about leaving just one regiment behind, prevent them from training troops. But it was kind of risky because of that Brandenburgian stack threatening my siege. The answer trying to kill that stack. They won't succeed. More mercs. It's easier to recruit him than waiting for the reinforcements. Whenever that happens, I prefer to consolidate and recruit new stacks. If this was like Hearts of Iron, where regiments gain experience, I wouldn't do it, but there's no such thing in this game. Usual stuff, transfer occupation to be able to sign the peace treaty and give the provinces to the allies. Improving relations. Corsica was already accepting to become our vassals, so I decided to vassalize them, diplo-vassalize them, so that's why I'm improving relations. Fabricating, also I'm fabricating claims on Hungary because the diplomats are idle. Claims now are now not only important to save on monarch points, I'm talking about coring of course, and also coring time, but they are also important because if you have a claim on a province, when you take it, it will reduce the local autonomy by 10%. So if you have a claim instead of the usual 50% autonomy after taking the province, you'll see only 40. Of course, that's another good reason to make claims, fabricate claims. It's time to peace out with Bavaria. Can't give Salzburg because Salzburg is a 10 base tax. Okay, we signed that alliance with Mainz again because that minus 1000 modifier from being at war disappeared, so they accepted. Just waiting for Mainz to sign a peace treaty with to end these wars. Against Cologne we have a very high war score, so that should happen any moment now. There you go. So now you only have to take care of Brunswick and Brandenburg. Wipe them. And proceed to carpet siege them and the answer too. Guys move fast. But they simply don't move fast enough for the R2 stacks. There you go. And stack wipe. And now we have a vassal, Corsica. Care what of the last province from the answer. And everyone is carpet sieged. Now you only have to wait for the peace treaty. Put some more troops. Guess I was afraid of the peasants war and I didn't recruit anyone. Building some temples because I needed the money. And I'm not exactly in a hurry to take up. As usual, bringing the troops home to avoid war exhaustion. Nice event. Don't like any of these events. There you go, finally we are at peace and we have the imperial authority needed to pass all the reforms. Just in case the game crashed, I saved it. Okay, right now I'm taking advantage of all the imperial authority to improve relations with the electors. After I bestow imperial authority, I check how many princes are for the reform. If the number drops a lot, I don't take chances and pass the reform, just like I did now. So Lots of provinces there that you can demand. That's exactly what I'm doing. Notice the bug there. Each time I demand the province, they do nothing, does nothing. I notice it another one here, because these guys shouldn't be able to core the province, but they are coring it for some reason. Only 6 points to be able to pass another reform. There you go. So before passing the reform, immediately passing the reform and checking for countries' relations. Still have lots of support, so I'm gonna bestow at least another one. Dropped a lot, I passed the reform. So before revoking the privileges, we have to make sure that all princes agree with becoming our vassals, agree with that reform, or else they will leave the empire, giving us claims on all their territory. Doesn't make much sense. What makes sense is to make them agree, even if you have to pass even if you have to revoke the privileges with 100 authority. I didn't need something like that, but just something to keep in mind before pushing that button. We're almost getting there. There's no way that I can demand that province. So let's demand some more from Ferrara. Still improving the relations. And go, not enough princes, so it's time to demand more unlawful territory. These guys are coring one of the provinces. They should be able to do it, but that's what's happening. So everyone agrees. Time to push that button. Saving the game just in case something goes wrong. Too much work to compromise. And there you go. We've revoked the privileges. Everyone is now our vassal, everyone in the HRE. I needed 24 years to make that happen. It's not great, but it's not bad either. You have lots and lots of time to achieve the objectives of this Let's Play. I'm going to take a break. Thank you for watching and take care.